Ja, herzlich willkommen zur neuen Ausgabe SI Talk und bei mir heute eine neue Company. Ich habe mit der noch kein Interview gehabt, Enforcer Gold. Steve Roebuck ist Präsident und CEO. Er ist auch Geologe und er wird uns jetzt einfach einmal sagen, was die Highlights der Companies ist. Und wenn Sie diese Highlights hören, dann werden Sie relativ schnell wissen, warum es auch für mich interessant war. Steve, thank you to have time for this interview. And I told this in my German introduction that it's the first interview, so it's a rough overview about the company. And the people will understand why I'm interested in the company when they heard some numbers or some things what you told about the company. So, Steve, so where is your project located and what is the exciting of this project?
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me on, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here. So just a quick overview. The project is located in Quebec, Canada, which is one of the more favorable mining jurisdictions in the world. And really one of the exciting thing about the project is there's two or three components to it, but number one is high grade. And
what this mean high grade?
What this means is we've been lucky enough to find multi-ounce material, or in cases of in grams per ton. A recent sample was 510 grams per ton over 1 meter.
Gold. And
Gold.
This is
Thank you for pointing that out.
Gold, and this is the major point.
Yes.
When we talk 500 gram, okay, silver we know 500 gram, but gold is really unusual.
Yeah, that's it. It is, and I'm not suggesting that the entire project would be 510 grams, but to go out and prospect and to be able to find results like that are spectacular. I said that's one of the key attributes. The other one is that this is not a project that has been worked over time and time again. This is a project that has flown under the radar for the last 43 years. The last time it was actually looked at was 1974, and the company made the decision to do a surface bulk sample. And what I mean by is that going straight up the veins are exposed at surface 1-2 meters wide, and they came along and took samples every 5 feet, drilled and blasted a sample. Would be about 1.5 meters by about 1 meter by about half a meter in depth. And they were coming up with spectacular numbers. And the average of those was 0.93 ounces per ton over 405 feet, or about 125 meters of 30-gram material. Okay. And that was 1974.
And why they skip the project or not bring it?
They ran out of money.
Okay.
It was 1974, and gold was, I think, $125 an ounce at that time, and that was the last real exploration that the project's seen.
Wow. So this is nearly a virgin project, I must say?
Absolutely.
With unbelievable high-grade numbers. So
yes.
And to point it out, the mineralization started on the surface.
Exactly.
This 500-gram sample, from which... you say, was this a drill intersection or what is it?
No, this was from a channel sample, so it was not selected. It's a random location. You pick a point and you decide to cut a channel, maybe about 2 or 3 centimeters wide and about 5 centimeters deep, and it's the best way of ensuring that you're not drawn in by your eyes and selecting a piece of high-grade gold. So this came out of a random channel sample. Subsequently, we followed up and started doing more work around these areas, and if you were to take a look at our website and see some of the recent photographs that we've uploaded to it, including in the last 2 weeks, I've been out there and looking at for obvious continuations of that high grade gold mineralization. I've been finding it. So.
Do you make also geophysics so far?
We've done, so during the wintertime we were flying airborne geophysics.
Okay. What shows up?
And well, what the whole purpose of that was to try to find the structural controls for the area. It was mainly for structure and for geology on more of the project scale. On the bigger project. Our project is large. It's 15 kilometers by 5 kilometers, which is approximately 7,500 hectares in size. So we had to try to narrow areas down that were prospective and non-prospective. What we are going to do now is that we will follow up with a ground geophysical program that will be more for IP, induced polarity, as opposed to a helicopter magnetometer survey. This is more of a ground survey. This will be better for trying to locate the continuation of these structures that we've got currently exposed.
After the IP, you will start a drill program?
Actually, continuous at the same time. I've got enough areas exposed at surface right now that I've got adequate drill targets for the next 2 months to drill.
So
it's for
it's
the
planned?
Yes, it's yeah. We will be drilling in 4 weeks, Joe.
Okay. How many meters you plan?
We plan between 5,000 and 8,000 meters, and I give you a range because we will be doing a lot of large diameter core holes.
So diamond drilling.
It will be a combination of diamond drilling and RC, but mainly 80% of the drilling will be through diamond drilling, and this will be large diameter HQ drill core. It'll be near the surface. We will not be drilling too many holes to 300 meters. Our focus is to establish the gold mineralization from surface down to about 150 meters, and that's kind of the ideal area. If, you know, at the first stage of drill program, I want to prove that I've got something near surface, as I am seeing currently at surface. That's why the focus is there.
Okay, you're planning 5,000 to 8,000 meters for the next 2 months. In the meantime, you also make an IP that you understand better the geological structure on the surface.
Yep.
In the wintertime, you do an airborne map that you find out in which area you should work and which not.
The bigger picture.
Bigger picture. So that sounds all great, and I hope the numbers shows a little bit from them what you see on the surface. Was this on the surface much oxidized, or what is the kind of material?
Well, there's a slight oxidization. You can see a slight amount of weathering at near surface, but no, it's largely quartz veins.
Okay.
And so everything's fairly well preserved in the quartz veins.
Okay. Coming to the share structure. Share structure is very important.
Yep.
How many shares are outstanding? What are the biggest guys involved? How much shares have the management, and how much money you have left?
Well, we'll just start in the backwards. We'll go that direction. So money in the bank right now, we have $7.5 million Canadian cash in the bank. So we've got more than enough money to do the exploration for the next couple of years. Management owns roughly about 10 to 15%. Myself, I own about 650,000 shares of the company and options. Always looking to increase that when the opportunity is right. The group that surrounds me and the founders are part of the larger, 10 to 15% of that. So some of the bigger shareholders include Osisko Mining. It was nice to see Osisko come and join in on the financing that we just completed.
At which price was the financing?
The financing, we've done 2 financings. We raised $4 million last November, December, and another $5 million in April. And all the financings were done at the exact same price. So it's a 20-cent unit with a half warrant for 30 cents. That's good for 2 years. And we also did a flow through at 25 cents with no warrant. So it's about 50-50 in terms of flow through and hard dollars. So the company is in a very good position.
How much shares have Sean and his companies?
Well, I can tell you they came in for about $412,000, 500. Is exactly what, I don't know how many shares that works out to exactly, sorry. But other companies that came in were Dundee, US Global, so that was very big to bring in some of these recognizable names.
What is the actual market cap?
The market cap right now is about $14 million. $14 million in that range. There's 63 million shares outstanding. Fully diluted, 79 million shares, all fully diluted. So we've got a fairly tight share structure. We've got enough money to keep us going right through the entire summer. When we decided to do a second raise this year, we were a little bit reluctant to do it, but we decided, you know what, it's better to have money right now than not. And
the relation between market cap 40 million and 7 million in cash is not really a bad relation.
No.
It's a healthy relation.
It is. So there's a big opportunity for the project to increase in value.
Yeah, and the point is also why I like it when a company have a lot of cash. Not always, but you have, when I'm quick review, there's a really a project that can be huge with high grades and so on. So, but then you must start and drill. Yep. And that was Cisco also like, and Jean Roos and the guys, they want to drill. They will drill out this whole
They like to drill, that's for sure.
So, then you need money for this.
Yep.
So, and with this drill results, you drive your share price.
Yep.
So, and you have enough money that you can drill this campaign, the next campaign, and next year campaign, and then hopefully the share price is much higher. And my problem is always with this the delusion stuff is that then the share comes free tradable, the share price going down, the company the next financing round, and they have enough money to bring it on a new level.
Yep.
And with 7 million, you're not in this.
We're not there. When the free trading paper comes off, it'll be in mid-August of this year. And that's exactly when all the drill results are going to start coming out. So I think our hope is that we're going to be able to give people a very good reason to stay with the story and help create the value for shareholders going forward. So that's what the drilling is all about. We're going to be doing large diameter holes, and that is key. When you've got something high grade like this, it's called nuggety gold, and the random distribution of the gold. So I need as large a diameter. So that is not cheap to do large diameter, but it's the best way to try to figure that out.
Steve, thank you for this introduction to your company.
Yeah, great. Great to speak to you.
Ja, das war eine erste Interview und Sie verstehen jetzt schon, warum mich die Company gepackt hat. 500 Gramm Gold pro Tonne, das ist nicht übel. Wenn man Silber redet, dann sagt okay, 500 Gramm ist eine gute Nummer, aber 500 Gramm Gold ist schon unglaublich und das on Surface direkt an der Oberfläche. So, was Sie jetzt machen ist, und das habe ich kurz auch einmal zwischendurch zusammengefasst, Sie haben im Winter haben Sie ein Airborne Map gemacht, um ein größeres Bild zu bekommen, was sind denn Ihre 7.500 Hektar überhaupt, wo müssen Sie sich konzentrieren und wo brauchen Sie nicht schauen, weil das Geld muss ja sinnvoll eingesetzt werden. Das Zweite ist, Sie haben natürlich Channel Samplings gemacht und so weiter und da sind auch diese großen Zahlen rausgekommen, also diese High-Grade-Stuff und da reden wir wirklich von High-Grade. Das ist nicht High-Grade wie 10, 15, 20 Gramm, sondern 100 Gramm und mehr Unzen, also pro Unzen pro Tonne. Jetzt kommen Bohrungen, Sie machen noch eine IP dazu, das heißt passiert alles im Sommer. Die Ergebnisse werden im August, September und so weiter kommen, das heißt direkt nach dem Sommerloch kommen mehr oder weniger die ganzen Ergebnisse. Sie haben Finanzierungen gemacht, 2 Finanzierungsrunden, jetzt im November und eine im April, jeweils 20 Cent mit einem 30 Cent Warren und ein Flow-Through bei 25 Cent. Cisco ist an Bord gekommen mit einer doch nennenswerten Summe. Das heißt, die sind jetzt daran beteiligt und Cisco ist auch dann eine maßgebliche Gruppe, die dann auch die weitere Expansion treiben wird. Bei 7 Millionen Cash brauchen sie momentan kein Cash. Wir können die nächsten Explorationen ohne ihren Financing machen. So, jetzt ist der Punkt. Können Sie diese Oberflächenergebnisse auch bestätigen in den Bohrungen? Und das wird das Bohrprogramm und die IP jetzt dann noch entscheiden. Ich bin noch gar nicht so sicher, ob dieses Bohrprogramm jetzt schon so erfolgreich sein wird, weil die IP noch fehlt, die wird ja gleichzeitig gemacht, aber sie haben genug Geld, das nächste Bohrprogramm zu machen. Was auch wichtig ist zu verstehen, sie bohren sehr große Bohrlöcher, also nicht die normalen Diamantbohrlöcher, sondern größere Bohrlöcher, um einen Nugget-Effekt zu entgehen, weil das passiert bei sehr hochgradigen Sachen, dass ein gewisser Nugget-Effekt ist. Das heißt, es wird Gold ausgeschliffen, wird unten in der Probe gesammelt und dadurch gibt es sozusagen einen höheren Goldeffekt und das sollte durch größere Löcher, also Durchmesser vermieden werden. Ganz eine spannende Sache, natürlich ganz frühzeitig, weil noch kein 6-Bohrloch drin ist, aber wenn das aufgeht, dann ist das eine Riesensache. Also dann ist das wirklich ein Home Run. Also schauen Sie sich die Company an, dann Sie es auf die Watchlist, das könnte der Riesensache werden. Ja, das war's von Enforcer Mai 2017 und Steve Roebuck. Thank you.
Dankeschön.